How are you doing? This is Martin from Gardens for Life. In this quick video I'm going to show you our 3 favourite kale varieties. So there is Portuguese kale and Black Tuscany or Nero and Siberian kale, which is also known as the Russian kale. Some of you might ask why bother growing kale when you can just grow cabbage? Well, we find that there is actually much nicer varieties. The leaves are much more tender in kale, but also most importantly you can just pick it one leaf at a time. You don't have to wait for 6 months or whatever for the head to actually form. So this here is actually Portuguese kale. It's definitely our favourite because it's perennial. It actually doesn't require re-sowing every year. We usually get 3 or 4 years out of the plants, and the leaves can get quite large. I'll show you a picture of one here. They're actually very tender and ideal for soups and stir fries. Definitely an awesome flavour. Hardy throughout the winter. You can harvest them any time of the winter. They also go to flower in early spring, feeding the insects and the pollinators early on in the year, which is really important. And yeah, you can even make a walking stick out of it. That's actually its nickname, walking stick kale, because it's one of the 3 colours, and you can simply grow it tall as long as you make sure that it grows straight, because it will fall over in these Irish windy climates. After about 3 or 4 years we usually replace them because the plant has become quite lanky at that point. And this is Black Tuscany or Nero from Italy. It's a really good variety of kale. It looks a bit like a palm tree, as you can see here, and it also tastes really good. It's really tender and it's slightly bitter, so it must be probably more healthy for you than the other varieties of kale. Yeah, we find you can keep it out in the garden too for the whole winter. It's a really good vegetable to throw into soups as well. And last but not least, it's the Siberian kale or white Russian kale. We also have a red Russian kale which we've been growing and seed saving from for years now. So hopefully we'll have adapted to the Irish climate a little bit. But Siberian kale or Russian kale is really good. It actually is unique in that it germinates at temperatures over 12 degrees and it grows at temperatures over 4 degrees Celsius. So it actually almost doubles up during the winter months when most other vegetables in the garden are not growing. It does grow quite large. These have been planted about 4 months ago now, and they're about 1.20 meters tall or 4 foot, and there's an abundance of leaves. We've been harvesting from these, I mean, quite a lot, even to give some to our chickens, which are just over here. We like to feed our chickens fresh kale directly from the plant. We even grow it especially for that purpose as well. And we also use this kale in soups and in stir fries as well. Coming up next, we're going to have a couple of videos on some actually bulbous vegetables which are in the leek family, both the orphrey and the elephant garlic as well. That'll be coming up next, and perhaps we should actually do a video on these fellas too. This is actually purple tree spinach, and it is quite unique, and as you can see it is in the quinoa family or quinoa. The fact that these are going to seed now, they'll actually sort of taste like quinoa. They are in the quinoa family, so they'll be very similar, and you get the benefit of the awesome unique flavour of the actual leaves as well. And we like to throw it into an omelette in the morning, for example, for breakfast, or even just saute it for a minute. Alright, well, thanks very much for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one. And please give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. It will help us out a lot. Thanks a million. We'd highly appreciate it.